Hey, this is Brandon with Lean on Help Consulting, and welcome to another installment of our brand analysis series. Today, let's talk about a metaphor that I like to describe how to kill 20 birds with one stone in your business. We've developed this content for passionate, driven, and gifted entrepreneurs just like yourself. Look, I already know that you're gonna figure out how to become successful. If you're not already on that pathway, you've already figured it out and you're figuring it out as you go. For us, the reason why we're creating this content is we simply want to help accelerate the process if we can and simply get out of your way. That's what we want to do. So today, again, let's deal with this metaphor that we've heard. You've heard the phrase "kill two birds with one stone." Well, I've amplified it and exaggerated it even more. How to metaphorically speaking kill 20 birds with one stone in your business. All right. So few things that you want to ask yourself if you're trying to actually accomplish this. So the first thing is, can it be duplicated? That's the first thing. What are you talking about? Any idea, strategy, projects, company that you're coming up with? Ask yourself, okay, can this be duplicated for more than just yourself? Because if it can be duplicated, then it leads to more long-term revenue for yourself. Don't be just satisfied with it being successful just for you. All right. I'll give you an example. When I went to school for graphic design, I got a certification. I didn't do a 4-year program. I did a professional certification. I had already got an undergrad in a different field, but I wanted to go back to school. Once I did that, my wife told me, she already knew the kind of way that I process things. She said, I know when you go to school, you're going to go to school, get that certification, and eventually you're going to be teaching people how to do graphic design. And I was like, maybe not. But guess what? That's exactly what I did because in I'm interested in duplicating things for others. Once I figured out how to do graphic design and I got very good at it and proficient at it, I naturally wanted to give that same ability to others. I wanted to make sure that as many people as possible could benefit from the skill set that I had just learned. And so as a result, here's what happened. Because the question is, can it be duplicated? And you want to look for ways to duplicate that. Guess what? I took out some expenses to pay for the school. So I want a return on the investment. Um, well, the first return is I became good at graphic design. I made that back probably within the first 3 to 4 months of earning the certification. But that's not enough for me. I want to see how I can duplicate it. Again, this is about, metaphorically speaking, killing 20 birds with one stone in your business. Afterwards, I started noticing gaps in the market with other graphic designers, people who had went to school for 4 years, 2 years associate degrees, or whatever the case may be, or freelancers who've been doing it for a long time. Guess what I noticed? There were things that they didn't know how to do because I had other skill sets in addition to my graphic design that I was able to integrate. So as a result, I created training programs for graphic designers, two different levels. The first level was for graphic designers who already came with a skill set. They already had got professionally trained or went to school. They just were missing certain things that was preventing them from being able to create a healthy amount of revenue or a certain intellectual property that I had gained that I was able to pass on to them. Not only that, but then I had a tier 1 level graphic design where I could take someone who didn't know graphic design, didn't understand the software, didn't know anything about Adobe. All they're familiar with is Canva and apps on the phone on how to create basic graphics, but they want to learn graphic design. So here it is, went to school for graphic design. As a result, was able to benefit for myself, but then I was able to duplicate it. Again, that's the question. Can it be duplicated? Why? Because you want to maximize the opportunity for yourself and for others. That leads to the next one. Next question is, can it be, or is it rather, is it flexible? Is it flexible? What is it? What do you mean by that? What that's referring to is the idea that you need to look for ways that your strategies can be implemented in multiple situations. You're uniquely you. Who you are and how you came to about your ideas is how you came about them. But other people are not going to come about them in the same way. So to be flexible, again, it's going to lead to more opportunities for other people to use it if it can be used by more than just you. It's kind of connected to the duplication part, but here's where it gets flexible in a different way. Same thing about graphic design. I'll just stick to that example. Graphic design. One of the things I noticed is that I was working on projects for clients. I create these flyers and I say, hey, client, if you don't mind, send me over a photo. And for my graphic designers, you already know the pain that I've dealt with, just like you've dealt with as well. They sent over a photo. And this is a side note for you all that send photos. If you're a professional speaker or you have to send pictures to your own graphic designers, stop sending them these small, low resolution pictures. Even if you don't know what that means, just look at it. If it looks blurry to you, guess what? It's going to look blurry to us. But nonetheless, I received these photos and I got tired of doing it because I was having to fix these pictures, create this amazing layout, but then I had to insert a picture that was very small and very pixelated, meaning it was not rendering in high quality. Or it'd be a pose that was a terrible angle, or you're holding a grandchild, or you're eating a piece of chicken. We can't work with that. All right. So I was like, well, I don't want to sit around and just complain. Let me use this graphic design degree and these other skill sets that I have to make it flexible. Again, as a result, we got in the photography business. Now, my company got into the photography business. I didn't. I was not getting behind the camera to take pictures. What I did is I formed partnerships and I began to release photo shoot campaigns. Guess what? We served over 350 clients doing photo shoot campaigns. Problem solved, right? Because now when I do graphic designs, everybody wins. The client, you get better photos. I get better photos to design with. You get better pictures to use on social media and all these other different areas. All right. So those photo shoot campaigns were connected to the graphic design, an initial issue that I ran into, but it didn't stop there. It got even more flexible and adjustable in the marketplace. I was then able to use those same pictures and graphic design skill in my business magazine that we created, because now every client pretty much already had a ready-made layout for me to use. All I needed was their article content. I didn't have to worry about chasing people to find good quality pictures to put in my magazine, which, by the way, I needed to have at a certain brand standard. So that issue is resolved. But guess what? The clients like yourself, you also benefited because it's flexible. You need those same pictures. We tell clients all the time with the way we structured it. You do a photo shoot, creating it in a way where you're doing multiple poses, creating an image profile, not just headshots from, the shoulder up. And you can use those pictures for 1 to 3 years. Everybody wins. You can put that on your website, drip campaigns, events, all kinds of options. Again, right. That's the metaphor of killing 20 birds with one stone. Again, this is a metaphor. This isn't about literally harming birds. And so with that being said, let's talk about the third one. Is it scalable? Is it scalable? Meaning, can it grow? You need to evaluate how much sustainable growth can be accomplished with your ideas. Even taking the example that I just illustrated about graphic design, photo shoot campaigns, business magazine, all of that stuff is scalable. Whether we have 15 clients come in for a photo shoot or 50 clients come in for a photo shoot, we have the infrastructure prepared to help assist those clients. And even if it grows beyond that point, we think about that. Here's the common denominator. You're seeing a lot of thinking that goes on, reflection, planning, thought process, not just, hey, I got an idea, let me execute it. Oh, it works. All right, let me move on. If you're trying to maximize your skill set and your strategy and your ideas, you want to give more thought to it. Asking yourself again, can it be duplicated? Is it flexible? Is it scalable? And then the last one, is it relatable? Not just to you. Is it relatable to the marketplace? Is it relatable to others that could find it to be beneficial? Determine whether or not your ideas, your strategies, and your projects or your company would be appealing to others and useful. Someone can say, hey, that looks like a great idea, but it doesn't mean they'll use it. It has to be appealing enough to where they say, oh, you know what? I can see that being useful to me in my own personal life and in my business. All right. So again, this is just a short snippet about how to use these 4 areas. Asking yourself these questions, can it be duplicated? Is it flexible? Is it scalable? And is it relatable? This is one of the ways that puts you on a pathway to, metaphorically speaking, how to kill 20 birds with one stone in your business. I am sorry, if it's got to be a decision between me and those birds, a lot of heads are about to get knocked off, metaphorically speaking, because I've put a lot of thought into it. I'm thinking about ways to win in business. And trust me, these are things that will help improve your processes. So with that being said, if you are in business and you're looking for better ways to maximize your revenue, maybe this kind of sparks some ideas for you and you want to develop it even more. If you're looking for better ways to maximize your revenue with ideas like this to help you execute, visit our website. Visit our website at www.leanonhimconsulting, which is the acronym LOHC strategy.com, to book a session today. Visit the link in the description below for instructions. All right. And remember, when you grow, your business grows.